Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another race of F1 Total Division 1. Here for round 8 at Mexico. Yeah, well, sorry, a bit of a delay from my part, but yeah, doesn't matter. We are straight into qualifying, which is wet. Um, just intermediate rain, but at least for it's raining for qualifying. I don't know the weather forecast for the complete uh, race, but we will see it. But no matter what, we are here for another race of F1 Total Div 1. It's just 11 drivers today, so yeah, Division 1 is lacking a bit with attendance in the last couple of weeks. But yeah, whatever. Doesn't really mean that it's gonna be a bad race. We've seen in the past that even with a low attendance race, the races can be at least as exciting as possible. But yeah, whatever. Jonathan is the first one on the hot lap, as a few other drivers who are out on track for the first qualifying lap. And I assume that they have a bit more than a lap of fuel, so they can do a few more runs. So 31.4 for Jonathan out of sector 1. Let's see, Felix is at 31.4 as well, but he is a bit faster than Jonathan. Yeah, it's very difficult for the drivers to adapt because most of them are practicing in the dry conditions, and then when you have these kind of changes, especially in qualifying, where you need to push as far as possible. But Kurabolt was actually the first one on this hot lap. It's a 28.5. A provisional pole for him. Jonathan will be next one crossing the line, and it is a 27.9. It's a provisional pole for him. Felix, no, it's Pocho. Down at the final corner, crosses the line. It's 27.6 for Pocho. Can Felix beat this time? Yes, he can. He goes down by 2 provisional pole 27.4. What about his teammate Nemesis? He crosses the line and he sets himself just about behind his teammate, 1.5 times separating the two Mercedes in the front row. Kart Racer, even though, is starting his hot lap now. Pinky will cross the line soon, and it is provisional pole for Pinky. 27.1. That was a brilliant lap by Pinky in the Ferrari. Let's see if he can keep that together. Ovise on the other side crossed the line 28.8. Currently in P7. Phantom Fox has invalidated, so he will restart his lap soon. But Pinky again, not Pinky, Jonathan now in the pits. Okay, they're actually just making one push lap, at least before turning in, and Phantom Fox with a absolute Tokyo drift going out into the first chicane, and it manages to keep it on track, but he lost so much time. 31.7. But then there is Kart Racer, 26.7. He goes down to 26, and it is provisional pole for the championship leader. Oh, Phantom Fox having massive problems into this qualifying right now. But well, most of the drivers already drove the lap. I don't know, Paco is still in the pits. I don't know if he has a quali ban or if he just waits for something. We can check. No, he doesn't have one, so he's just sitting in the pits and waiting. Well, but look, Felix is a massive improvement for Felix, and it is second. 26.8. Also, Nemesis on a big improvement there. Can he surpass his teammate? Yes, he can. He's just about behind Kart Racer on pole position by 8 thousandths. But now let's have a look at Kevin. No, he's not improving. He will restart his lap now. But Ovise is currently sitting in 9th. No, he's not. He is on 100% ERS, so he will start now. But Phantom Fox with a big slide out of the S's. Obviously with a big improvement. But this could be his first proper lap that he can put together. Down into first gear is not a gear that you would use if you are not in Monaco. But this is massive drifting over there for Phantom Fox, so he is struggling a lot, but he puts his McLaren into P8 in a 27.9. So let's see, there is Jonathan starting his lap now, lap soon, but also Kart Racer. Can he extend his lead? Yes, he can, and by a massive margin, 26.1. He's literally flying. But what about Kevin? Can he improve? He can improve, but not in terms of position, so he stays in 5th. Then there is Kurabold crossing line. He didn't improve. He will restart now. Ovise is on for a big improvement there, and he needs this big improvement to make any kind of progress, and he does. 1.1 second improvement there, 6th fastest for the AlphaTauri. Also good lap for him, and everyone is becoming faster and faster, obviously, because they're getting used to this wet conditions. Phantom Fox is really struggling. You can see it. He's driving on X, but he completes this lap. Now he's down by quite a big margin, but he stays out. Doesn't go into the pits. But Pocho, otherwise, is improving. He should, and Pocho's out. Pocho's out of qualifying. He spun out of the last corner and into the wall, and that is it for Pocho in this qualifying session. Now Kurabold, currently in 10th. Can he improve? No, he can't. He stays in P10. Maybe he has the DRS left. No, he's not using it. Phantom Fox is improving, but he has a well, so nothing interesting to see. Jonathan is on a hot lap right now. Currently sitting in P8, and interesting to see if he can do better than that. He will soon cross the sector 2 line, and then we will see his improvement. And he is improving by nearly 4/10. And yeah, the next one is Pocho with a 27.6. So if he keeps his lap together, he can improve in maybe 1 or 2 positions. But now he nearly does the same mistake as Pocho, but he just about kept out of the wall, and it is P6 at 27.2 with 5.5 minutes to go. The fight for pole position is still on, since both Mercedes are in charge for Kartracer, who is literally flying under these conditions, at least in qualifying. Kurobold improving out of sector 1, currently sitting in P10, or still in P10, and currently last from the guys who have made have already driven a lap. But Felix has completed a lap on 26.3, so he wasn't able to go anywhere near Kartracer. What about Nemesis? He can, but he just misses out by 500ths of a second. So Kartracer is still onto pole position. Pinky is starting now. What about Fanta Fox? He is in the first sector. He's not improving. Oh, okay. He is also low ERS. Kurobold is improving, and it is not that big of an improvement. He stays in P10, 28.3, and seems like Paco is staying there where he is. Maybe he really has a quali ban or something. So we keep the eye on the guys in front, cause there is Pinky. Will probably be the next one. He has a purple sector too, and so it's interesting to see where he's coming at the end of this lap. Currently sitting in P4, a massive lap, a massive qualifying that he has been driven so far, a massive improvement as well. But he stays in P4. He is a tenth behind Felix, but it seems like that Pinky has a massive pace here in Mexico, which is quite surprising, to be fair. For all the respect for Pinky, but I didn't expect that. And yeah, he also he still has his Div 2 race on Wednesday, so he can. This is a really good practice that he has right now. With currently 4 drivers, Jesus Christ. Currently in P4 and not that far away from the top guys here. Kartracer on his hot lap, and probably his last hot lap of this qualifying. So 1.5 minutes to go. And Felix, I completely missed that, is on provisional pole 25.8. Big improvement, goes down to 27, and now Kartracer has to deliver. And he needs to deliver now because he doesn't really have another chance. Let's stay on board with him, because this will probably be the lap of the qualifying. Kartracer crossing the line, and he is improving by 1.5 tenths. 1.5 temp improvement for Kartracer. But here in sector 2, this is the most tricky, probably the most trickiest part with the S section, especially in under rain conditions. Now Kartracer, he's improving again, he's improving even more. Purple sector 2, he is flying right now, but it is tight, and it will be tight till the end. He needs to improve a bit more to secure his pole position, at least for now. But now crossing the line, and it is a 25.4, so he has completely smashed the track time. 4 tenths separating Kartracer and Felix. But now the rest of the field with Kurabolt on his hot lap, sitting in 8th, so he is not improving. He is not improving, so let's keep an eye on Kevin in P5. If he's not able to find and on 8 tenths, this will probably be the maximum he can get off to the top 4. To the top 4. But yeah, whatever. Kevin crossing the line, and it is an improvement, but he stays there. But now all eyes are on Nemesis. He is improving by 0.5 second, so he needs to find a little bit more, a few more tenths to grab this pole position. It will be very tight. It will be down to but it is not. He wasn't able to find that extra time, but by 0.002 of a second, it's a pole position for Kartracer. And maybe it's the track where you don't want to start on pole position. But well, anyway, Kartracer on pole and both Mercedes right behind him. This is also a very big impact for the Constructors' Championship. But well, that is it for qualifying, and Kartracer secures another pole position into his bag, and Nemesis completes the front row with Felix right behind him in 3rd place, and Pinky surprisingly in P4, Kevin Kyle in P5, Jonathan P6, Phantom Fox in P7, Ovis in P8, Pocho after his DNF is still in P9, then Kurabolt in P10, and then XD Paco without a time is in P11. So, that's it for qualifying. We're waiting for the countdown to just drop it down, and then we can go all the way to the 5 red lights. I was mentioning the championship because I haven't seen the last 2 races, to be fair. or at least the last race in China where kart racer didn't race. So Felix, with his win in Austria, had the opportunity to close the gap by 5 points. And then the next one is Nemesis, who also couldn't race, and now he is 45 points away. So well, it seems like kart racer and Felix are gonna decide the Drivers' Championship on their own once again. But on the other hand, there is the Constructors' Championship with Aston Martin currently sitting in 204 points and the Mercedes just 12 points behind in 192. And then there is the rest of the field, but in these circumstances they are pretty much irrelevant. But well, the 5 red lights are on for the Mexican Grand Prix. And its lights are in the way we go. Kart Racer gets away, but Nemesis is already alongside him. Can he squeeze past him before he is already in front of Kart Racer? But look at this. Pinky on the inside and they go forward. There is a wing at the back. Completely shunting off, and Kart Racer somehow manages by late braking to stay in first place. Felix second, and Nemesis he dropped down so many places, down into P8 with Kevin Carl without a wing. And yeah, they went 4 wide into turn 1, and we've seen the wing of Kevin completely going off. But now there is Kart Racer versus Felix. Felix needs to stay within the DRS. Phantom Fox has spun out, but he managed to avoid the wall, and he can continue driving. We can have a look on the tire allocations, because both the top 2 are on hards. Same goes for Nemesis, and apart from Kurbold, who had a massive start, and he's already passing Pinky, and he is up into he's up into third. He's up into third. He's had a massive start. Yeah, he has the tire advantage with the softs, but yeah, going from 10th to 3rd within 1 lap is not a thing that everyone can do. But yeah, we see the possible tire strategies. I'm sorry. What was I talking? Ooh! Oh no, hold on. Oh crap, it was a lag from my side. Kurbold with already his first time penalty of this race. Pretty early. But well. Let's have a look in front, because Felix is catching without DRS. Also, Paco is also already in 5th. DRS activated, but Felix, can he make a move, or will he make a move? No, he stays behind, waiting patiently for next lap, cause DRS is enabled now, and now he can start to overtake. And yeah, one thing you need to remember is that on both DRS straights there is only 1 DRS detection point, so this is also a factor that we need to consider, because we will see a lot of moves going out there. So we see this really cool helicopter view, but now they go for the first time on this main straight, this really long main straight with DRS enabled, and now DRS is open. Kartracer has a decent gap behind, but nothing he can do. Felix goes to the inside line, but late braking by Kartracer. There's a little bit of contact, but nothing more important. But now can Felix make another move? Kuro Bolt at the back has spun. Hard braking for the Williams, but now let's have a look in front. Felix with the inside line, and this time he managed to brake later than Kartracer and secure the first place for the first time. But it seems like, I don't know, maybe they will swap. I assume that they will swap positions a bit more than once on this race. Oh, Felix, a bit of a wobble there going to the assist. But Kartracer stays there, waiting patiently. But now, DRS will be enabled now. Paco is already up into third and it sets the fastest lap at 19.6. But now Kartracer without a problem, he gets past Felix once again, and he is already up into first. And retakes the lead of the race with Felix right behind him and Paco. This is the man to watch, because yeah, he is on mediums. He is we know that from the past that he is very fast. But this will be interesting to see how much faster he really is, because we need to consider he doesn't have any DRS or any slipstream, so that he needs to gain the time that Felix or he needs to regain the time that he's losing compared to Kartracer and Felix. And he's losing, you can see that he's losing quite a bit of time. And now Kartracer has managed to nearly put Felix out of DRS range. He still can open his rear wing, but he is a bit too far away to make any moves. So the race gets on. Kurobold is already in the pits on lap 6 out of 36. Let's have a look behind. I haven't really seen it because here's a massive train. Okay, massive is something else, but a train of 4 cars with Jonathan, Pocho, Pinky and Nemesis. And with the DRS being that strong, it's very difficult to run away if you are not significantly faster. Well, we will see Pocho at any point trying a move on Jonathan, and maybe Pinky and Nemesis are trying to get past as well, especially Nemesis, because he wants to rebuild his race after his chaotic start. But well, now DRS enabled and Pocho will pass Jonathan pretty easily. But what about Pinky? Is he also in range now? He doesn't have any ERS left. Pocho, Nemesis, he completely outbreaks himself and yeah, finds himself nearly spinning out. But now both Ferraris side by side going into the second chicane. But yeah, Pinky stays behind to avoid any kind of collision there. Nemesis at the back, nearly losing his car, so he is really struggling there. I don't know if he is no line because he said that he will turn his line. I will run no assists pretty much soon, but I don't know if he has already done that. But yeah, this would probably be the only reason I would explain his struggle that he's having, but also Jonathan losing. He's lost quite a bit of time there. We've seen going on in the curb on the pit entry. So maybe he lost the car, and now Ovisa down the inside of Nemesis, but late braking off the Mercedes, and he manages to stay away. And Ovisa, he lost the car on acceleration, but he managed to avoid the wall. But he has again, now he's 7 seconds behind. Not ideal for AlphaTauri as well. Well, not really much going on here on track. They most likely just are sitting in DRS and train each other, to say the least. Yeah, Pacho is running away from Pinky. Pinky is not able to stay in pace with the Alpine, but he nearly lost the car in the S section, which means Jonathan is now really much really near from his teammate. Maybe he can try and make a move. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. This will be a move for Nemesis. He needs to use this opportunity. He has a lot of ERS left, and he makes his move done. And yeah, up into P6. But Jonathan doesn't want to give up without any fighting. He tries around the outside, makes a little bit of contact, and he puts himself into a position to retake the position back. And that has been a nasty move from Jonathan, but yeah, with a little bit of contact, but it was all clean. Has someone already mentioned how beautiful this Ferrari is? Or this Las Vegas edition Ferrari is? I really like the white in this red livery. It really reminds me of the 2017 Sebastian Vettel Ferrari, but or maybe the early 2000s, 2010. Yeah, the 2012 Ferrari. This is with the red front and rear wing. Yeah, that is Uh, a really beautiful car, but we are not here to talk about cars. Okay, we are talking about cars, but not how they look, but how they drive. And Nemesis this time makes the move down on Jonathan, but this time really. And now he is on the charge for Pinky, and he is already in the range, and he's probably a lot faster than him as well. So now Nemesis in the charge for Pinky for 5th place, and yes, without any hesitations, makes the move down, closes the door, and now he is up into 5th place. And yeah, now probably the mediums are start to drop off, which puts the hard compound in a lot more comfortable position compared to the mediums. As you can see, Nemesis was struggling at the start of this Grand Prix, but he is in. He is now on fire. He is catching up on Pocho pretty quickly, to be fair. Maybe he's done a mistake, I don't know, because before Nemesis passed Pinky, he was 2.5 seconds away, and now he is barely not in DRS, but it won't take much. Let's have a look behind, and there's Jonathan. He caused the yellow flags by spinning out in the S section, which puts himself down into P9. Yeah, to be fair, these DRS fights are quite exciting, but it's really tough to find anything to talk about. But this is my job. This is why I'm here in the commentary box. This is what I'm trying to do, and yeah, Nemesis has catched up to Pocho in the fight for 4th place, and will probably pass him without problems. Now DRS enabled. He has also a bit of ERS to spare. Pocho goes a bit defensive, but probably just to let Nemesis by, because he knows he is a lot faster. Maybe Pocho can try and just sit behind and let himself train by Nemesis in the DRS. But yeah, Jonathan picks up 3 seconds. Yeah, Mexico is a tricky track for track limits. You can see it here, and you will probably see it in most other leagues as well. Yeah, Pocho successfully managed to stay within the DRS, and he is not even that far behind. He can maybe repass Nemesis if he has the straight line speed, but then it doesn't seem that he has it. But yeah, he stays behind and yeah, just drives defensive. And there is Jonathan spinning out, and it is a virtual safety car. It is a virtual safety car with Phantom Fox in the pits going for Hearts. So he has timed it perfectly. I don't know if he can take any benefits out of it, considering it was a long way out. And maybe these guys here in front, maybe they can pick up any advantage from this VSC if it stays out a little bit longer. No, oh, and that is a not ideal restart for Kartracer. And now Felix has his chance. He has been waiting for this chance for a long period of time now. But now on lap 16, Felix retakes the lead of this race with a really poor restart from Kartracer, and Felix, who didn't need an invite twice to yeah, take the advantage from this mistake, and now he is again up into first place. But doesn't seem like Kartracer wants to give up in any circumstance. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know what I wanted to say, but well, also behind a little position swap between Pocho and Nemesis. Pocho again up into fourth place. Now let's have a look in front, because DRS is enabled once again. Kartracer versus Felix again. Can Kartracer retakes the lead of this race? Late braking going into turn 1, and without problems he can indeed. Has the DRS for the second straight as well, so not really a big deal to make the move done. Nemesis also with a big contact with Pocho, but Nemesis stays in fourth place. Pocho wanted to fight back, but this wasn't able. And yes, Phantom really used the VSC to overtake Ovise, but also Kevin. Also Kevin has no, he did not. Kevin wasn't even in the pits. He still needs to pit. Oh, Paco in the pits. No, Paco in pit exit already. On the Hearts, Pocho in the pits for Hearts, and same goes for Pinky. So yeah, they want this undercut on Nemesis, and this will be very interesting to see if they are able to undercut Nemesis. Because yeah, 17 laps old Hearts are not the best tires anymore. But I assume since they didn't use any soft tires for the race, maybe we will. I don't know how long the soft last, but considering Kurobold pitting after just 6 laps, I don't think they last that much. I really love this helicopter view. Also in previous games, I really loved it, especially when it's a night race. You really can see how these guys are pushing, and Felix is pushing really hard. Now he is on to kart racer. These two are driving in the league of their own. Now 6 tenths separating these two, and now Felix has once again the opportunity to retake the lead on lap 20. Will he go on the inside? No, he stays there. He stays behind. Doesn't want to risk anything. Nemesis with 3-second time penalty. Now in the pits. So yeah, Nemesis on the mediums. Let's have a look how Pocho is coming. Now Nemesis can turn off his limiter, but now Pocho is on his way. He uses any bit of slipstream and he can use, but also Pinky on the inside line has warmer tires on the inside line. Leaves him just enough space and he squeezed past in front, and Jonathan has put himself into the wall, and it's a safety car. And it is a safety car on lap 20, and yeah, that is unfortunate for Nemesis. You can see this debris. Oh, with a drive-through penalty for speeding under safety car conditions. So nothing changes. Probably everyone will pit and go on to put some new fresh of mediums. It seems like that the softs doesn't really last anything. Pocho stays out. Pocho stays out. Same goes for Pinky. There, Nemesis. Yeah, obviously that he's staying out. But yeah, Paco had the gap behind, so he's not losing anything. But he is now in position to fight Felix and Kart Racer from the first lap on. So, let's lap 22 out of 36, so 14 laps to go, or 15. So we still have a lot more to go, and we're just waiting for the rest of the field to catch up. Now it's for the DNF of Jonathan. It's points for everyone who finishes this race if they don't get disqualified, because then you drop down the order in P11, and Jonathan somehow manages then to grab the point. Holy shit, I was eating during the safety car period, and now the safety car goes in. Oh shit, okay, I really car traces off, and I wasn't even, I had to react, and but Felix without any problems passes Cartrace and Paco. He finds himself into the position to pass both of them, and now he's up into first. Now he's up into first place. He has a 3-second time penalty, we need to consider that. But yeah, Cartrace really had a shock over restart. Now they are again on the main straight, but this time it's not Felix versus Cartrace, it's Felix versus Paco. Paco with the fastest lap on 18.8, goes all the way to the inside line, back to the outside, and now Felix he's not he's not trying anything, and well, with next lap the DRS being enabled once again, the stories are gonna be different. It seems like Felix is faster than Paco. But this will be just a matter of time until he passes him, and maybe Felix can play the strategic part there and put Paco in between Cartrace and Felix. Because we just need to remember that it only separates 5 points between Felix and Cartrace, which would mean if Felix actually manages to win, no matter what, he will or no matter where Kart Racer finishes, it will be the championship lead, the provisional championship lead for the Mercedes driver, for Felix, for the first time in ages, as it seems. I don't know when it was the last time in the lead of a championship, but now he really has the opportunity to do so. And now DRS is enabled since this lap, and now he is so much faster than Paco. It's unbelievable. But Kart Racer, maybe he needs to find a way to sneak himself through with Felix to stay in charge and pass Paco in the same moment where Felix passes him, but he's a bit too far off. And now Felix with the slipstream and DRS without any problems, and he retakes the lead of this race. But now with Kart Racer having DRS and Paco doesn't, maybe he will have a shot. No, he's too far back. He is too far back, and now we will see the real pace of Felix with these mediums. With 10 laps to go in this Mexican Grand Prix, it will be a 3-way. We need to consider Paco having a 3-second time penalty, which obviously affects quite a lot. So Kart Racer, if he wants to pass Paco, he just needs to stay behind him and stay within the 3 seconds. But I assume he wants more. He wants this race win. He wants to stay in the lead of the qualifying. And now you see Paco going out of slipstream for quite a long time, and which ends up in not being able to put himself alongside Felix. Again, he's not using the slipstream. Which confuses me a bit, to be fair. If we look behind, there is Pinky versus Kurabolt. Fight for P7 and a bit of a contact between Kurabolt and Pinky. Seems like the Ferrari is a lot faster and tries a switchback on the hairpin. A move that seemed impossible, and it was impossible. Because yeah, could have ended up both of them just crashing out. But let's have a look at front, because there was something going on. Now Felix, Paco is a lot faster, a lot nearer than before. And in lap 28 he retakes the lead, and there is a contact at the back, and it is indeed Kurabolt. And I can assume it was a contact with Pinky. Kurabolt retired, and it's a virtual safety car. Oh, and you can see the car. What did he? Did he crash out on purpose? It seems like it seems like this. And there's a Nemesis with a drive-through because it's a full safety car. Oh, that is heartbreaking. and Kura Bolt crashing out on purpose, causing a full safety car, and Paco stays out, and everyone in the pits probably for softs. And also Nemesis receives 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. That has been a disaster race for NLT Nemesis. But yeah, everyone is on softs except for Paco. And I don't know if he is gonna regret his decision. But he is gonna regret his decision. But okay, another safety car, another time where I can eat. Now, Nemesis, he went into the pits to drop off his 5 seconds, so he ends up in 9th place. He also has the drive-through. So not really the best race for the Mercedes, considering his chances for a championship. This could have been his season, it should have been his season, but these races aren't going on his way. A really shithousery season, like he would say. But well, safety car is into the pit lane or on his way into the pits, and this time it's Paco leading, and he is off. He is off, and he really found Felix a bit off guard there. So nothing special going on at the back. You can see the softs are so much faster than the mediums. So it's more like just a matter of time until Paco is going to drop off position by position. Now Felix a lot better run out of the S section, has the outside line, late braking into the stadium section and retakes first place. Kartracer sits behind. Oh, 9 temp, can he put Kartracer out of DRS? Yes, he can. Felix was with the fastest lap. Now Kartracer needs to deliver and needs to fight back. 1.1 seconds separating Felix and Kartracer. So this is it. This will be a push lap. This has to be a push lap for Kartracer. These are going to be four hot laps, 4 qualifying laps to decide the winner, to decide the final result of this Grand Prix. By the way, while I haven't really noticed until now, the man who is currently on the podium charge is nothing else than this man over here. Yes, with Paco we can have a look on yeah, with Paco having 3-second penalty. Oh, never mind. There's also Pinky in the charge, and now they're side by side, little bit of contact out of the chicane, and this will cost both of them a lot of time. Yeah, I wanted to mention with Phantom having 6 seconds, Paco 3 seconds, this will be a big opportunity for both of them. Phantom needs to pass Paco as soon as possible. But now DRS on, use a lot of DRS, maybe a bit too much. So Phantom is up into 3rd, and now he has 3 laps to somehow manage to pull a 6 seconds gap to Potro and Pinky behind, because they are fighting, they are battling, both of them wants the podium, which would be a big deal for both of the drivers, considering that they are usually both Div 2 drivers. So this will be a massive shot for both of them if they can end up on the podium. But we're not about ifs and buts. Because we can still have a look in front, because Felix, he's driving fantastically today. He just needs to pull this lap for 2 more times. He puts Kartracer, he has Kartracer within his 1 second, but yeah, he's not really in the range to attack. But now Pinky has overtook Potro, and now he is 1.8 seconds off Paco, and 2.5 or 2.4 from Phantom Fox. We need to remember Phantom needs to has 6 seconds time penalty. Which would right now, I'm not sure, but maybe even dropping. I wanted to say P7, but it's not P7 anymore. But dropping down into P6. Oh, Pinky with he's completely riding that curve. But now here is scenario for last lap, and it's raining. It starts raining. I don't think it should affect anything, but now we have a look, because it maybe was the last chance for Kart Racer. It is maybe last chance for Kart Racer to fight back. It's the last lap. It starts raining, but now Kart Racer on the outside line. Who's gonna be last on the brakes? And it is Kart Racer. Kyle Fix fight back, a massive switchback. But he needs to make the move done on acceleration. No, he can't. Kart Racer stays in front. Oops, I'm sorry. But let's have a look. There is one last chance, one last DRS for Kart Racer. One last DRS moment for Felix, but he is too far back. He is too far back. Late braking. He needs to dive from and he needs to try everything. You can hear the firework starting off and the cheerings from the Mexicans, because even when you don't expect it, it happens anyways, because Kart Racer wins the Mexican Grand Prix and he stays in the lead of the championship and extends it with a bit of margin, and with 55 thousandths of a gap, El Potro in the Alpine finds himself on the podium. And that has been a massive finale. A boring race overall, but the final acts from this race were very interesting, and even if you are Felix and you have the whole race under your control and it seems like all set, Kart Racer, he throws one out of his hands and he grabs the 25 points. And that has been a big move, because we consider we still have 5 races to go. But also for the constructors, it's a big shot. But well, that's it for the Mexican Grand Prix. Kart Racer picks up P1 once again with Felix in second. He fought until the last lap. That is gonna be his race win today. With Felix, Potro completing the top 3, then Paco in 4th, Pinky in 5th. He was in the fight for the podium for a long period of time. Phantom in P6, Ovisa in P7, Kevin in P8, and Nemesis with his drive-thru in P9, Kura Bolt, DNF in P10, as well as Jonathan in P11. So well, that is it for the Mexican Grand Prix, at least for this time, for Div 1. Because we see you on a Wednesday for the Mexico Grand Prix in Div 2, again with Felix and Nemesis probably. And then on Saturday next week, for the last race before the Christmas break at Silverstone. This is a race that can put a big question mark on the championship, but well, that is it. I'm glad that to have participated in this race with you, and see you next time. Bye bye.